Mr. Godwinson live news alert. A great many things have happened since the last show. So in fitting circumstances for episode 2, we're back with a higher energy. Things are escalating. There's a level of hype unmatched. We're having to jump multiverses to comprehend the scale of the magnitude of what is happening right now. America First, TLDR. America First is imploding. It's the responsibility of one man and one man alone. It took him 24 hours. That man is Ethan Ralph. And tonight we survey the destruction he has wrought on old little Nick Fuentes and his gay, faggot, pedophile website. Tonight, we look at the whole happenings. It's not just Ralph versus Nick. It's Jaden versus Nick. It's Leafy versus all of them. New players, new alliances. The sector has returned. And this is a celebration of that fact. Many of you out there have been sort of sitting in the darkness waiting for 2 years for anything to happen. You put your faith in people who couldn't quite deliver the killing blow. But sometimes all it takes is an inside man. So, we shall go from where we left off, really. We'll give you a little potted recap of events prior to where they stood, and then we'll go right into it. So, I feel that this video is an apt recap of where we are and how it's all going, folks. So, let's begin. As we can see,
homosexual cat boy, pedo supporter, Nick Fuentes. Ethan Ralph, who was always loyal and promoted his terrible site Cozy.fed, Ralph kept it alive. Because let's be honest, when Nick wasn't streaming, the only live stream that could get over 1,000 views was Ralph's. In return, he is repaid with a backstab. But there are some loyal men these days, such as Godwinson, who gave his sword to Ralph to slay the cat boy. Last time we put Godwinson on trial, the trial of a Time Lord. Godwinson is innocent.
Innocent! Vindicated! All charges dropped, no contest.
Surfer, and even PPP supports Ralph in this singular moment. We support you, Ralph. Take our swords of truth and turn to fight. So here is the story. On the Cow board, there were leaked messages from Nick Fuentes.
All roads lead back to Cow, don't they, folks?
Backstab Ralph for months. Nick said, quote, "But yeah, I have no problem just ghosting him mostly. I've been doing that mostly." Ethan Ralph spends his money to fly to Nick's event, and Nick decides to be condescending to him. While Zerka, who lives in the area, was too high to come, Nick has no harsh words for Zerka, who could not be bothered to support him. Then Ralph was served by Matthew Vickers at the airport. He was highly stressed. Then Nick treats him like a child told, acting like Ralph is an useless burden. Remember, Ralph went to Nick's other events with no issue. Nick barring him from the event was the ultimate betrayal. Nick then finally tells his head capo Black Swan to destroy Ralph. In defense, Ralph posts information on these catboys and gets banned from Cozy. So much for free speech? Cozy.fed is a site for Nick Fuentes and his harem of groomed children. There are some Kiwi farmers who took the side of the catboys against J. Caesar. Their hatred of Ethan Ralph blinds them. Look at these seething log accounts, such as Little Drip, St. Augustine, and TV's Adam West. What fools they are. Autistic Right and all the Jannies on Kiwi farms are seething. The moderators are highlighting all these posts even though Josh went on the kill stream. Even Janitor Josh has given Ralph his sword.
Even Johnny Juice!
To know who is highlighting this anti-Ralph propaganda. We support Ralph. Even Josh Woon realizes that Ralph is right and he was persecuted for daring to question the catboy cult. This isn't a AF civil war. This is the war of Ralpha male independence or the war of catboy aggression. The Ralpha male never fails. America First is the cancer. Ethan Ralph is the chemotherapy.
The king! Ladies and gentlemen, so that's our little recap of events, right? Before we get into where we are now and what has happened and take you through that guided tour. So, I think we had this lined up for this. Yeah. So, folks. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. Ralph and Nick Fuentes. Their moment had come to stand in the ring and fight. The arena, bizarrely, was one constructed and one hosted by LeafyisHere. You might remember LeafyisHere from No Chin Thing, from being bodied by iDubbbz and Ethan Klein back in the day. But it was LeafyisHere who conducted this contest. It was going to be Ralph versus Nick Fuentes after a weird debate about Judaism with Keemstar. So Nick and Ralph, it was their time to stand in the ring and do toe-to-toe and settle this matter once and for all. Could Nick defend his movement? Could Ralph name him as a... Could Ralph expose his homosexuality for all and sundry to see? A true clash of wills, folks. And it was down to LeafyisHere to make that happen. He had all the players gathered on the chessboard. Alas, something happened that robbed us of any sort of meaningful catharsis, so that's where we are here now. Fuentes refused to face Ethan Ralph in the ring like a man. And instead a weird sort of turn-based RPG debate took place. It was Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Gods, I guess you could call it. Ralph was only allowed to communicate to Fuentes via the interface of LeafyisHere. Fuentes, meanwhile, was taking challengers from all sides. One of those challengers was JadenMcChrist. Jaden McNeil stepped into the ring, and we had a sort of weird, wild trump card happen. A match that no one expected. But it so happened to be the case that Nick squared off against Jaden McChrist after all of these years, avoiding him and pretending that he wasn't gay. But meanwhile, Ralph was there, allowing to be played. He allowed clips. He was allowed clips to be played and cut off by Leafy. It became apparent that Leafy was playing favourites. Leafy was Team Nick all the way, and we were going to explore why on tonight's show. Why was Leafy Team Nick all the way? Question we're going to explore and have answers to definitively. But he played favourites to the point where Ralph inevitably came off as the rose-scented victor, standing upon the skulls of America first, screaming, "Sorry, Nick, my arrival." Jaden kind of came off bad. We'll explore how, but he saved it. And we'll explore how he saved it. How he snatched victory from the jaws of defeat just at the last moment. We'll explore that in depth. An eternal winner was crowned. Ethan Ralph. An eternal loser was crowned. LeafyisHere. So that's where we were last time on Dragon Ball Z. And I just wanted to mark the moment, not with my words, but with a mentor's words. Because a certain master, a certain mentor was out there and gave a pretty accurate account of events, of how they transpired. History, it's written by the victors, none more so than the screed we're about to read tonight. So, I hope this clues you in as to whom is writing these words, cataloguing history for all and sundry to see millennia from now. Who could it be, folks? Who could it be? First-hand account of how it went down. You ready? Ralph has become Death, the destroyer of worlds. For as long as humans have told stories, they have told the story of Ralph. He is the Ralph who lives in the internet. The Ralph whispered about by the women of the Watui tribe. Watui? Of the tribe. Who will die before invoking his name and inviting calamity that would follow. The ancient spirit Ralph, product of two dying stars, colliding with some impossibly far-off place and time. He is the father of nightmares. Ralph prowls the space between worlds, in no hurry, for he is primordial and the eternal chaos. He is annihilation. He is obliteration. He is coming. It so happens from time to time that a ruler becomes so corrupt and deluded and despised, his rule so capricious and terrifying, and his officials so debauched and cruel, that the people lose faith in the reform and almost hope in their fellow man. But the light will not be extinguished. At the precipice of despair, when all seems lost, a solitary voice rings out that will quickly grow to a clamour, an unstoppable expression of will among the people for obliteration of the dying regime. That voice, by the way, is Ralph. And what has Ralph done? How did we get to the point where Ralph became destroyer of worlds? The collision of two stars. Why are we here? And what exactly has happened? Eagerly, then, do peasants and princes alike welcome the white-hot fire of annihilation, a wall of flame that burns away the moral horrors of the old regime and nourishes the soul of a new and more innocent future. Take a deep breath. You are now entering the Ralphenreich! Oh my lord! Fisher-Price Hitler has been recalled. Please return to your point of sale for a refund or store credit. Ineffective and incompetent tyrants who rule through threats and fear have no idea how unpopular they are until suddenly one day, during their one regular self-induced crisis, it's like the whole country woke up hating them. And before they realise what has happened, they are out of office and the most hated figure in recent history. How does this happen? Secretly, everyone hated Nick, yet didn't feel safe to express their true opinions on the Mexican child leader of the white race. But they were all waiting for the chance. One day, for no particular reason, courage spreads like wildfire in what's called a preference cascade. Those biting their tongues reveal their true feelings all the time. Sometimes that is worth considering. Mentor Milo's back! Back from wherever he's been. The sector has returned, and history is being written. So, we are now going to take you through what exactly took place, and what's taking place right now. I'm going to try and do this in as fast a way as I possibly can, but there's a lot to get through tonight, so bear with me. So, I feel we can start here.
Because his children were...
So this is Nick Fuentes on Leafy's show, right? Nick Fuentes on Leafy's show during that turn-based RPG debate he had with Ethan Ralph. This is just post him confronting Jaden McNeil in the ring. And talking about his ring. And Jaden's ring. But we're here.
It's a lot of ridiculous drama. He's in the middle of a meltdown right now because his children were taken from him.
He's talking about Ralph.
And he's relapsed on alcohol and pills. So he's in the middle, basically, of like a personal crisis.
Can I at least have Keemstar in here?
Yeah, we could do Keemstar.
You really won't just have like conversation with the Ralph guy? I won't.
No, absolutely not.
Nick would take all opponents. Keemstar, Jaden.
I'm not going to do that.
All opponents, but not Ralph.
It's your decision.
It's like he was shocked or some shit.
It's a lot of ridiculous drama. He's in the middle of
hear this mad shit he's talking, by the way.
Taken from him.
Mad shit.
And he's relapsed on alcohol and pills.
Too afraid to step into the ring.
He's in the middle, basically, of like a
and go
personal
toe-to-toe.
crisis.
Can I at least have Keemstar in here?
Yeah, we could do Keemstar.
You really won't just have like conversation with the Ralph guy? I won't.
No, absolutely not. Right. Absolutely not. He doxed 5 of my interns this week, so I'm not going to do that.
He doxed 5 of his interns this week. Now, this segment I want to call the intern segment. The intern segment. Where we're not doxing the interns, but we're doxing what they're signing. Because this shit is pretty fucking wild. Never before have I ever seen anything like this be signed by an intern. Why? What's going on? What's this about? It's breaking. Intern contract for America First has been obtained. So shall we read this? Shall we go into this contract for the interns? Work made for hire agreement. This work made for hire agreement, which we'll call the agreement, dated as of the effective date, is by a individual and between Nicholas J. Fuentes, an Illinois citizen, and America First, an Illinois sole proprietorship, with offices located in Chicago, Illinois. The company. And the individual named below with a residence at the address set out below. Contributor. Company and contributor agree as follows. Services. Company hereby engages contributor, and contributor accepts to such engagement to provide company the services described on Schedule A. Schedule A? Schedule A. On Schedule A, the services. Attached hereto and incorporated herein by this reference, during the term to revise the services or include additional services. Additional services. Incorporated within by mutual written agreement. In accordance with this agreement, any extension of the term requires the parties' mutual written agreement. And what we see here is the outline of activities that the intern has to engage within and sign contract never to speak of ever again. What I see before me are descriptions of sodomy. What I see before me are descriptions of sweeping it for pedophiles. What I see before me is blowing nip. What I see before me is wearing cat ears. What I see before me is a whole manner of degeneracy outlined in Schedule A. And we've not even gotten to the additional services. It begs the question, doesn't it? Weird to have an NDA for an unpaid internship. Weird to have an NDA have all of these clauses and additional services outlined. Schedule A, Schedule B, Schedule C. Schedule A for anal. Schedule A for bum, B for bum. Schedule C. But don't take my word for it, because we'll see when we go through it on Monday. Does seem weird to have an NDA for an unpaid internship. Not sure how common that is. I'll do some research. But we continue. We continue. We leave off our little dip into the future, and we continue. So.
Yeah.
No, I have no interest in streaming with Ralph.
And I'm gonna add this Ralph guy in.
Leafy begs him yet again. Leafy begs him yet again to add Ralph into turn-based debate and stop being a faggot, Nick. And you hear his response.
And Keemstar in, and it's just gonna be a free-for-all, okay? I don't even know. You think that's a good idea?
No, I have no interest in streaming with Ralph.
Wait, why not?
Because the guy's
oh
piece
shit,
of
my display's off. Whoops. Wait, why is he a
I have
piece
no
of
interest
shit?
in doing that.
Dude, I don't even know why what fucking went down between those. He showed me a long thread and
Did you hear that? Did you hear that slip from Leafy, already colouring the field before he plays it? The game was rigged. The cards were stacked. And you just had Leafy almost make that slip there of calling Ralph a loser, as though he's reading from the script that Nick Fuentes has provided him ahead of time. This was a hatchet job from start to finish. It's a miracle that Ralph came out the way he did, a victor. Undisputed champ. But let it be known that the game was rigged, and Leafy was playing favourites. And he fears Nick. Why? Why? Well, all will be revealed, trust me.
I don't even know if it's real or not, but dude, there's a lot of different stuff. I don't even know what to make of it. I really don't.
It's a lot of ridiculous drama. He's in the middle of a meltdown right now because his children were taken from him, and he's relapsed on alcohol and pills. So he's in the middle, basically, of like a personal crisis.
Can I at least add Keemstar in here?
Yeah, we could do Keemstar.
You really won't just have like conversation with the Ralph guy? I won't.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not. He doxed 5 of my interns this week, so I'm not going to do that.
All right, it's your decision.
5 more interns.
We'll add Keem.
5 more interns.
I feel like I have to add the Ralph guy, or not add the Ralph guy, but I have to call him back to hear what
5
he
more
says.
interns.
I'm like playing this telephone game right now, you know? But, alright, I'm just gonna add him. I'm gonna add Keemstar, okay? I don't know if it's gonna close the call, but, did he actually dox your interns or something?
Yes. Yeah, and it's completely one-sided, so, I'm just not interested in that.
What are the... Here, I'm gonna message the other guy just so it doesn't look like I'm fucking, playing sides or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just the mediator.
Yeah, alright, Leafy. So it doesn't look like you're playing
Back
sides.
this far.
We'll see how far that plays
the
out.
Keemstar drama, and I was already shocked at fucking how crazy it was. And now this is like even more shit, bro. Let's see. Listening to Nick, will call back. All right, I feel like that's fair at least. All right, what's your side of the story? What is he accusing you of? Okay.
I'm not.
He's accusing him of being a faggot, folks. That's all. That's the only accusation at play. But you can see that Nick is kind of fucking shook by Ralph's appearance. And what you'll see in a moment is just why people are photoshopping LeafyisHere's face onto various pictures of brooms. How did we get to that point? How did we get to that point? Why is there now a Leafy green screen where he's sweeping it up? Shannon Gaines style. Why is this now a thing in our reality? What's going on here? What's happening, folks? Well, all will be revealed. So, where was I? In fact, fuck it. Okay.
What the... Dude, you guys are fucking gross, dude.
This is Leafy stumbling upon the sector.
Dude, now even the art people are... Dude, What do I even do at this point, bro?
Why are they angry,
I
Sweepy?
sold an 8-ball for 150. Yes, dude, you can... Random 21-year-old that blows up on fucking YouTube has no idea how much fucking shit goes for. You're like, bro, this is the greatest shit of all. Sell it to him for $500. Anyways, dude, now the art community is mad at me. Run in the chat if this actually looks like me. 2 in the chat.
Oh, it's a 1. Oh, it's a 1, Leafy.
Jesus Christ, dude. Am I really...
Hardest one yet.
Dude, how did I piss off the art community?
How did he do that?
LGBTQ and now the Ethan... What should I boil Ethan Ralph down to? You guys are fucking
The sector.
gross.
The creator of it. The Alpha and the Omega. I think that's what you... The destroyer of worlds. That's what you can boil Ralph down to. Right here, in one image, Leafy. You don't know what you're messing with, I guess, is the refrain that you've been hearing a lot. You don't know what you've walked into, I guess you've been hearing quite a bit over the past few hours, Leafy. So, I did want to... What does this mean? How is this relevant? Why is there a broom up Leafy's ass? Well, you know what? We'll just do it now. Because I'm feeling a bit... it's a pre-cum moment. Pre-cum moment. Something Nick would know all about. It's pre-cum moment. It's... pre-cum moment. What's going on with LeafyisHere? You played favourites, boy. You stacked the cards before they were played, son. You didn't count on the fact that not only would you be immortalised as SweepyisHere, but you'd also be immortalised as LeafyisQueer. What's going on, Leafy? Care to explain what you're doing in the darkness, Leafy? And suddenly the alliance with Nick all makes sense, doesn't it? Care to explain this one, Leafy? What are you doing, son? What are you doing, boy? Why are you spreading your anus for all and sundry to see and sending it out there? What are you doing? Why? Was it for Nick? Did you have to sign the document? Is this what's in Schedule A, folks? Care to explain, sir, these actions? Is there an explanation? Is there a justification for this? And suddenly it all makes sense. Just why he was playing favourites that night. Just why he swept it so hard that night. Schedule A? Additional services, Leafy? That's you, bro. That's you. That's what you're doing in the darkness. Schedule A. So, we are here.
I told you! Nick straight up said, dude, he doesn't want anything to do with Ralph.
So we're back in the turn-based RPG call, where Nick refuses to engage with Ralph but will take on Keenstar and Jaden. And this is Leafy in the same call, muting Nick, I guess, and talking to Ralph and saying what's going on. That's where we are.
Nick straight up said, dude, he doesn't want anything to do with Ralph.
I told you!
I told you!
I think he has it right.
I told you he wouldn't get on the stream.
Yeah, we had some fucking fun, but dude, it's time to let him be, bro.
I told you he
Let
would
him
not get on the
be?
stream.
I want to fucking laugh about this entire
Bro.
situation.
No, he
Let
doesn't
him
want
be.
to laugh at you. Nobody can cover for this, dude. Are you serious?
One in the chat if I went too far with this.
Nobody can cover you. What are you talking about? I told you Nick would not get on there.
Really angry or
I know he would be a goddamn fool to get on there.
He doesn't want to talk about it anymore. This is like.
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't want. All of a sudden, you notice he was going to call in earlier.
Nothing to do with it.
Nick was going to call in earlier.
Dude, you said.
And then you got absolutely destroyed. And now Nick's like, no thanks.
You guys think it?
That's the smartest thing he's done in a whole week.
I don't know, dude. It was pretty funny, but I did kind of drag it out at a certain point.
I mean, it was funny that you just destroyed yourself. Yeah.
Get him!
The fact that Turkey Tom's even asking about your asshole being spread for men.
Get him!
Yeah,
Slit his fucking throat!
In that circle too much, if you want to call it that.
Look, he's scrolling past the pictures now. He just shoved the makeup picture.
Right. Strange behaviour from Leafy, but all explained when he's spreading his asshole for men. And here's Teddy Feezer struggling to understand. There's a surprise. Teddy Feezer, by the way, has switched loyalties and is Team Cozy now. He's Team Cozy. He's in bed with the pedophiles that he used to, not but 1 week ago, rally his whole life's purpose against. Now Teddy is struggling to understand how a Leafy siding with his friend is controversial. Leafy siding with his friend Nick Fuentes. How could that be controversial? Is him spreading his asshole for men controversial? Is it, Teddy? Is that a the script has flipped. The flipped has script, I guess you could say. That's where we are now. And Teddy's Team Nick the whole time. So, this is where I wanted to go with this one. Right.
I'm gonna say
Nick is gay. I mean, that's the kind of the story. Big gay. Like.
So this is Leafy
go into
asking Ralph just exactly what his problem is with Nick and why he should be led on this call that Nick is sitting alone in, waiting for any comer that's not Ralph to enter. Because he's shook. He's afraid of the big dog. So that's where we are.
the entire story.
And that's Ralph and Nick's sister. That's Ralph and Nick's sister. You better believe it. Unfortunately, Ralph isn't a black lesbian, so his sister don't bite. His sister don't munch that carpet, I'm afraid.
Texted him that.
So
I'm gonna say
Nick is gay. I mean, that's the kind of the story.
Shock horror.
Gay,
Stop the
gay,
presses.
Big gay, like chasing men gay.
It's a news
like
alert.
Working with a guy named Ali Alexander. If Ali Alexander.
Alexander's a pedophile, by the way.
Top advisor. Milo started.
Thank God that Ralph has finally blown the lid on Ali Alexander being a pedophile. It's taken all this time for someone to finally fucking say it. But thank God me and Ralph are standing alone and saying that fact. No one has said that ever. And now finally the truth is out. The number one A-logs are in town. And Ali Alexander is a pedophile. And Cozy TV is a harem of pedophiles also. Thank God. Someone's finally saying it. Finally, after all this time.
The Yay 24 campaign, and he brought in Nick Fuentes, who was his friend at the time. Nick Fuentes eventually weaseled a guy named Ali Alexander into...
That's right, chat. Ralph and Godwinson, first and only to expose this. First and only. You're welcome. The silence has been deafening, of course, but you're welcome. Like rainbows in the dark. Here we are, exposing it once and for all. First and only! Breaking news.
And Nick Fuentes and Ali Alexander basically lied on Milo, deposed him, and got him fired from the campaign, right? He immediately started working to basically bring Nick down, bring Ali Alexander down. And the thing is, Nick already knew this, by the way, beforehand. Ali Alexander likes to try to have sex with boys.
Underage boys.
There's an article from
Smiley.
Yahoo News.
Rip.
Here as well. Stop the Steal founder, Ali Alexander, apologizes amid allegations of texting teens. So basically he was...
he was soliciting nudes from teenagers.
From a 15-year-old and other teenagers. And he was using his access with Nick Fuentes.
Nick was his, like, bait or something. Carrot on a stick.
Have sex with...
To have sex with children.
Or try to have sex with children. And Nick knew about it.
Thank God someone's finally saying it.
Because Milo told him about it. Nick knew about all this.
Nick knew.
Admitted to exchanging dick pics with a 15-year-old boy
called Smiley.
And he did that on several occasions. He used
several occasions
to try to fuck little boys, basically. And Nick knew about it. There's the evidence that Nick knew about it.
So it's strange, isn't it, how Nick doesn't want to confront those talking points, that evidence, those realities that Ralph is spitting. It's awfully strange, isn't it, how Nick turns tail and runs when confronted with his pedophile past. Ali Alexander was harboured by Nick. Nick Fuentes was, in fact, patient zero for Ali Alexander. It was Ali who contacted Nick first when he was underage and asked for pictures of Nick's underage bussy. Whether or not Nick sent it, he certainly knew what had taken place. And instead of just going, no, Ali, pedophile man, please leave me alone and leave my movement alone, he instead said, come on in. Because you might not have my bussy, but you can use me to attract all of that groiper bussy that I'm sitting on Cozy TV. My movement is just waiting with quivering holes for you to pederast. There's a mountain of holes just there for you to molest, Ali Akbar, and you can use me as the carrot to lure him in. You can say that by allowing their bums to be by you, then they'd get closer to the king that is me, Nick Fuentes. So what was happening this whole fucking time? And no one said anything. No one. It took Ethan Ralph and Godwinson, the two highest streamers, the people who viewed the people who pulled in all of Cozy's audience, to finally lift the lid on the pedophile haven that is Cozy TV. It took two kings to do what thousands couldn't. It took us 48 hours. What it took faggots out there 2 solid years to attempt to do. Real truth. So we power through. We power through on this one. Now, I did want to go to... Where is it here? Okay, so... Obviously, Nick is refusing to engage Ralph 1v1 in the call, but is using Leafy as an interface in this turn-based RPG IBS debate. It's wild, it's crazy that it's allowed to happen, but it's a testament to Leafy's character that he swept it up for his pedophile harboring master, Nick Fuentes. However, Nick did take Keemstar, and he did take his former comrade in arms, a man who we used to call JadenMcJudas, but I feel it apt now to call him JadenMcChrist. JadenMcChrist, saving it all from the jaws of defeat. You know what? I actually... Word up, Jaden. Well done, sir. Now, this interaction you don't come out the best in. However, you did save it at the end of the night, and we'll get into just how you saved it in a moment. So bear with me, sir. And that's how I'll address you from now on, McChrist. Sir. So in this interaction, JadenMcChrist and Nick Fuentes have finally collided after many, many years. A-logging it, ignoring it, sending... Nick was sending, like, proxies on, you know, this is how to attack Jaden and stuff. Now, I'll be honest, I heard this story when I was invited into the ranks of Cozy TV. So this story wasn't new to me. However, there was a new detail. But for the audience, it was a brand new slice of lore. So let's begin. Jaden and Nick are on the call, fighting it out. And then this is revealed.
Time out.
It's gross.
Dude, I gotta fucking... I'm trying to moderate it a little bit. I just have to confirm one thing. Are you... I don't know the person's name. It doesn't even show. I don't know.
JadenMcChrist. Name him.
Yes or no?
No, actually, Nick, the whole reason we initially had a falling out partially was because I had a girlfriend and he was trying to hunt for my cum.
It's because you tried to kiss me. You tried to kiss me.
What the fuck are you talking
about? You tried to kiss me after Spider-Man. You got drunk and you were literally trying to kiss me, little faggot. You're in love with me.
What the fuck are you saying?
Sex with me for like a year and a half.
What the fuck are you saying?
Look at how triggered he got, Leafy. This guy
that's
tried to
insane.
kiss
What
me.
the fuck are
He
you
got
saying?
drunk
Dude,
and
you
he
literally
tried to kiss me. And I was like, ew, get the fuck away from me.
Oh, well, dude, give me 1 second. Dude, I gotta ask chat really quick.
Right. Revelations there. Revelations plenty there. So according to Nick, Jaden and him fell out because Jaden made a drunken pass at Nick after the airing of Spider-Man Far From Home. He tried to kiss him. And then, I think he even says he tried to have sex with him as well. After Spider-Man. Now, I had heard this. And this was actually facilitated to me in a script. I was going to put a promo on Jaden on Nick's orders. And I was going to unveil the Spider-Man story with receipts. However, when told the story, it didn't match this. I'd heard that Jaden did actually kiss Nick, and Nick was really inebriated and felt violated, and then Nick refused to engage with Jaden after that. It wasn't a pass, it wasn't even an attempt, it was a full-on. And that's what I was told. That's what I was told. So it was kind of weird to hear Nick in the ring with his number one, his nemesis, let's be real. His Green Goblin, if ever there were one, to Nick's Spider-Man. It's kind of weird to see him revise that history when he was so adamant of events that had taken place. So let's hear that again and prick up our ears.
Time out. Dude,
Gross.
Dude, I gotta fucking, I'm trying to moderate it a little bit. I just have to confirm one thing. Are you, I don't know the person's name. It doesn't even show, I don't know. Are you gay, yes or no?
No, actually, Nick, the whole reason we initially had a falling out partially was because I had a girlfriend and he was trying to hump my cum.
It's
He was
because you
trying
tried to
hump my
kiss me.
cum.
You tried to kiss me.
What the fuck are you talking
You tried
about?
to kiss me after Spider-Man. You got drunk and you were literally trying to kiss me, little faggot.
dude?
You're in
What
love with
the
me.
fuck are
That's why
you
you've been
saying?
sex
You
with me for like
said
a year
you're
and a
in love
half.
with me. What the fuck are you saying?
Wow. Look at how triggered he got,
Are you
Leafy. This
serious?
guy
That's
tried to
insane.
fucking kiss
What
me.
the fuck
He
are you
got
saying?
drunk,
Dude,
and he
you
tried to kiss me. That was like, I was like, hey, get the fuck away from me.
Oh, well, dude, give me 1 second. Dude, I gotta ask chat really quick.
Right. So that was Jaden. And I think, really, I mean, Jaden was on the ropes. Nick came at him with the Ultros Victor Sharp gay pedophile angle and just kept on the attack. And threw in the weird Spider-Man pass as a sort of left field sideswipe. And it was kind of tough for Jaden, it really was. But Jaden did save it by the end of the night. He did manage to just save it. And this is how he kind of saved it. We'll show you. So after this happens, I think Jaden is actually kicked from the call. And then Jaden decides to go on some sort of Warski show. Just Warski show that he does. I think it's called like Subcultured or something. He goes on Warski's show. And Warski is like, you can't interact with Ralph. You can't interact with the #1 America First A-Log. You can't do that. We disavow that. And Jaden sits there and listens to it. And this is a snippet of what he's listening to. And you just think what Jaden's thinking in this moment. Does he want to be here with the losers? Or does he want to be there with the kings? At what table does Jaden want to dine on? Let's hear him out.
So that's where that's going to go. Ralph's going to keep going, doing his own thing, tearing into him, because viewers' money up. People are actually positive about him in some ways. So he'll keep that going.
What Ralph really needs, and if he's listening,
He needs a
now,
bomb.
No, he needs Godwinson to stream with him every day.
I know. That's what it's about. Jaden's like, that could be great. Did you hear Jaden there? That could be great. That would be great, Jaden. Word up. But Jaden's not allowed. Not allowed to speak the truth, be a rainbow in the dark. Jaden has to dine at the losers' table and refuse the invite to the winners' table, the victors' table. What choice will Jaden make? Will Jaden choose to dine at the losers' table, or will he choose to dine at the victor's seat? JadenMcChrist, which path you choose is ahead of you.
Yeah, just put in that work every day for Ralph. Carry Ralph's show. Wipe Ralph's bum for him. Make Ralph money. Be Ralph's bitch. Sweep it up for Ralph. And if Godwinson does that, then maybe Ralph has a chance to not be homeless. But I really doubt it, because Godwinson is going to be lower than Gator so fast. Because, like, Ralph is going to be spiraling into, like, a drunken abyss within 2 weeks' time. Just 2 more weeks, trust the plan. Or less, honestly. And Godwinson's going to be stuck there with his dick in his hand, and he's going to bail, because he doesn't want to be fucking the next Gator. He doesn't want to have... But that's what he has to do. He has to sit there and fucking wipe Ralph's ass for him, lick the shit from his gun crease, do whatever he's told, and then hopefully Ralph can figure it out in Felt AF. But they're going to have to come together, stream together every day. He has to fire, I don't even know, Discount Cog, and bring in Godwinson.
I have half an hour of it from LeafyisHere.
All right. So there's Jaden in the Seethers seat, listening to this, when really, I mean, Ralph is drawing in 30,000 live viewers as we speak. 30,000 live viewers. Cementing himself as the #1 Nick Fuentes A-Log. And Jaden sat there wondering, why am I here? They're telling me not to even interact with Ralph, not even to go on a call with Ralph, not even to sit at the victor's table and be accepted as a king and have all of my sins forgiven. You know what Jaden does? You know what Jaden does? Jaden tells them, I'm feeling a little sleepy. I'm done tonight. I'm done. I'm feeling a little sleepy. I'm going to take off and get some sleep. You know what Jaden then does? Jaden, without hesitation, switches into Ralph's call and dines at the victor's table, drinking mead. And what happens is Jaden, Ralph, Mental Milo, and Big Tech all share the victor's meal. I'd eaten just before then with Ralph alone. VIP dining. But Jaden decided to feast with the winners. And Warski and his sidekick, they don't like it. They didn't like it one bit. They openly snaked Jaden. They openly disavowed him, said they were disappointed in him, said they couldn't believe what was happening. How dare Jaden McNeil do this? And they seethed for 5 more hours whilst playing Final Fantasy XVI to an audience of no one. But Jaden, you made the right choice. You made the right choice, Jaden. For real. For real. Feel a little sleepy there. Might just take off and hop right on with Ralph. Even Jaden gets it. You see how Jaden gets the nature of the game? How Jaden understands that it's not really real. It's not real. It's about... It's a Game of Thrones, is what it is. It's a game of very autistic thrones, is what it is. And Cozy TV and Nick Fuentes and Ali Akbar are all pedophiles. And thank God Jaden can finally share a platform with people who are saying that. Thank God it's allowed to be said once and for all, after all these years. And Jaden gets it. He gets it. He just knows. He just knows how it's done.
He fucking trashed, at this point. I'm doing it. And the funny thing is, people hit me with the tweet that I put out. By the way, I was completely fucking trash, at this point. I had a relapse a week or two ago, whenever that was. Back where I was. I'm back where I was before now, but that loses a lot of people's trust, obviously. So I'm still dealing with that. But, like, you just have to not beat yourself up. But
just got to keep moving forward.
You just gotta,
it happens.
It happens. It's even likely to happen, especially early on. So you just got to kind of, pick yourself up and move forward.
Inspirational.
Know what you got to do and know what you did before.
It's like Rocky speaking.
And just try to do that. So that's where I'm at as far as that goes. But they hit me with that tweet, and I said, well, I don't care. I was like, I don't care what Ali Alexander does. Like, he got my Twitter back. Like, I don't give a fuck. Which I did say that. But, I was, like, super fucked up. And I'm like, what are these guys even talking about?
He was on pills, folks.
And then I was like, well, they're
he was fucked up.
Okay, whatever. And I just threw that out there. And they still hit me with that tweet. Like, I was defending him, and it's like, okay, well, everybody on Cozy, Nick still talks to this guy every single day.
Every fucking day.
The first person to contact me after what happened in Palm Beach, where I doxed the venue and Black Swan and all these faggots.
Dox them all, Ralph.
Was Ali Alexander. Now, if you think that was an accident, you're out of your fucking mind.
Ali Alexander is the number one guy.
Still involved. Nick knew.
Still involved. Nick knew.
If you think that was an accident, then you're fucking crazy, dude. You're fucking crazy. And he's like, I hope you guys can make up, and I hope things can be cool. And I was like, yeah, I don't think so, really, and da-da-da. But yeah, I swear to God, he was the first one to contact me. Now, Tenrio called me.
Isn't that strange, folks? That the first one to try and silence Ralph when Ralph is going postal and doxing everything is Ali Alexander, the pedophile, on Nick's orders. Isn't that the oddest thing? They're in contact, they're in cahoots, they're talking to each other every minute of the day, discussing where and when the underage bossy is going to be molested. It's where we're at. And the proof is right here in the pudding, isn't it?
I think. Or after my first stream or something like that. But it was Ali Alexander, actually, who contacted me first things. And which I thought was strange because I hadn't talked to him in months. And I was okay, well, obviously Nick, obviously they're working together. There's just no way that would have happened otherwise, right? So...
what the fuck are they doing over there where they've got that going on and then Nick's on Leafy stream being like, oh yeah, I think they should lower the age of consent? Like, what the fuck is that? What are they doing?
I have no idea. I see in the chat, Ali was and still is Nick's mentor, yeah.
Still is Nick's mentor.
Because,
Ali the pedophile, mentoring Nick on how it's done, on how to do it.
Certain British gentleman. That leads to a certain question because we know... how Ali has went with some of his younger mentors, I guess you could say, gentlemen.
15-year-old Smiley.
And so,
named.
It's like, okay, so what is really going on here? Is this something sexual? Let's just be real.
Oh, it's something sexual.
So,
you better believe it.
I don't know.
It is weird. The guy's under police investigation. He's totally disgraced. Why is he still involved in your organization?
Activates the elements, doesn't it?
That's what I can't understand. And then the Smiley stream, I'm just completely trashed.
Nick swept it for Ali, and still does.
That certain British gentleman actually encouraged me to do that. He said that was really fucked up how I got him on that stream, which it was, honestly. But like I said, I was completely trashed, and I just thought that's what I was supposed to do. Go ahead, Grossly.
I was going to say, I think you've got to read between the lines for it to make sense why they haven't thrown Ali out. Let's be honest.
Birds of a feather, they flock together. There's a reason why Ali's kept around in the highest echelons of America First. It's the reason why pedophile Ali Alexander is kept around in the highest echelons of America First. Why he's the number one guy that's doing all of Nick's bidding immediately. Trying to silence Ralph immediately. There's a reason why. He likes them younger. That's the reason why. Thank God someone's finally saying it after all this time in the darkness. So, this one. Because Milo was right when he called Nick Fisher-Price Hitler. This is Nick T-posing on teenage girls in the mall in a fortnight, hoodie. This is your next president of the United States. Presidential behavior, you might say. From the Fisher-Price Hitler that is Nick Fuentes. What about this behavior? Where he's liking... This is a tranny cat girl, by the way. And there's Fuentes and its likes. Check the archive. It's real. Presidential behavior. Presidential. This man wants to be the future leader of our country?
How old was the Virgin Mary? I think she was like, she wasn't 18, I'll say that. Certainly wasn't. You know what I expect? A fertile womb and a sort of innocent, childlike spirit. All these people in the chat, dude, just stop. Shut up. Shut up. If you're, I'm banning people. If you're telling me to stop. How old was the Virgin Mary? I think she was like, well, she wasn't 18, I'll say that much. Certainly wasn't 18. You know what I expect? A fertile womb. A fertile womb and a sort of innocent, childlike spirit. All these people in the chat, dude, just stop. Shut up. Shut up. If you're, I'm banning people. If you're telling me to stop, you're gone. Bye. How old was the Virgin Mary? I think she was like...
If you're telling him to stop being a pedophile, you're gone by.
You know what I expect? A fertile womb. A fertile womb and a sort of innocent, childlike spirit.
Huh.
All these people in the chat, dude, just stop. Shut up. Shut up. If you're, I'm banning people. If you're telling me to stop, you're gone.
You're gone. Strange behavior. Awful strange behavior.
Wait, hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, hold on.
There's Ali Alexander, Nick's #1 guy.
No, wait.
Jaden Gang! Rise up.
Holy shit. Hold on. Ali Akbar Alexander, time traveling pedo edit. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can we start this up? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Jaden Gang!
He's a time traveler, chat. Dude, are you seeing this?
Winner's table.
That shit, Josh! Oh my god.
Eve Blemon can repeat time to rape boys again in it.
Oh my god!
Jaden Bond got a license to kill.
It's Jaden. I'm literally fucking crying. I'm fucking laughing so hard.
Get him, Jaden.
Holy shit!
Another gay head was sent back to where they came from thanks to Jaden's.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's one of the funniest things I've seen all year, and I'm not fucking kidding, dude. Like, I'm not kidding. Holy fuck. How have I never seen that? I guess because I wasn't watching Jaden's stuff, really. Unless I was trying to strike him or do some fucked up shit. Holy fuck. Did he...
But that's all in the past now, Ralph. Because a total amnesty has been declared on all former enemies. Because when we work together, there's nothing that can stop us. No movement, no twink faggot. Nothing can stop us when we all work together under a common good against a common evil. And that evil is highlighted here. Now, if you don't know, you should know. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, it was all out in the open. Nick went on a 12-hour streamed date with a catboy he flew in from Australia. And this is the catboy laughing at Nick. Because Nick's a homo. Don't take my word for it. Take the catboy that sodomized him's word for it.
Does Nick ever talk about being attracted to
Does Nick ever talk about being attracted to girls? And this guy's laughing his ass off.
Oh,
It's the funniest shit he's ever heard.
oh, what are they?
Does Nick ever talk about being attracted to girls?
Yes, actually. Does Nick ever talk about being attracted to girls?
Oh dear. Oh dear, Nick.
Oh, fuck. Oh, what
Let him compose himself and toe the party line in just a second.
Yes, actually.
Can't even say it convincingly. He can't even convince the audience of Nick's heterosexuality convincingly.
He's spoken before about how he wants to get married.
Do you believe him?
Have a son.
The party line.
Pretty sure that's stuff he's spoken about on the show as well, so... Yeah, he has expressed a desire to be with women.
It's damning, folks.
Does Nick ever talk about being attracted to girls? Oh, fuck. Oh, what are they? Oh, fuck, that got me. That was funny. Yes, actually.
Tough, you might say. Real fucking tough. So, we cycle through, really.
It's just going to be a free-for-all, okay? I don't even know. You think that's a good
So,
idea?
you might remember where we were last time.
I have no...
The Leafy debate.
And I'm gonna
Nick running from Ralph.
And Keeps are in, and it's just going to be a free-for-all, okay? I don't even know. You think that's a good idea?
No, I have no interest in streaming with Ralph.
Wait, why not?
Scared! He's scared!
He's shut!
Oh shit, my display's off.
He's scared! He's scared!
Wait,
Nick's
why is he
scared!
not
No
this
interest
shit?
in doing that.
Dude, I don't even know.
Nick's
I don't even know
scared!
why,
He's scared!
fucking
Where's the
down.
knife? Where's the knife?
The knife is dull. The blade is dull.
I don't even know if it's real.
God, we got him!
Dude,
Got him!
It's just there's my fucking stream, and I'm gonna add this Ralph guy in, and Keeps are in, and it's just gonna be a
Power of the
free-for-all,
Ralph
okay? I
man.
don't even
It's
know.
the Ralph and
You
right.
think that's a good idea?
You better believe it.
No, I have no interest in streaming with Ralph.
Wait, why not?
Scared. He's scared.
Oh shit, my display's off.
He's scared. He's scared.
Wait,
Nick's
why is he
scared.
not this shit? Dude, I don't even know.
Nick's
I don't even know
scared.
why,
He's scared.
fucking
Where's the
went down.
knife? Where's the knife?
He showed me
He's
a long
shook.
thread, and I don't even know if it's real.
God, we got him.
Dude,
Got him.
It's just there's my fucking stream.
We got him. Well, it still begs the question, doesn't it? If Ralph is such a cow and Ralph is such an easy win, why not go toe-to-toe in the ring with him and save your movement from him Thanos snapping it, literally? All he has to do is use all of the talking points against Ralph that everyone else has been using for years and win, seemingly. But I guess the truth of his own skeletons in his own closet would shake him to his core if they were confronted to him, face to face, on Leafy's stream. But like we said, there was a total A-log amnesty announced by Ralph, and all is forgiven in terms of, like, prior transgressions. Because we're all united against a common good. The sector has returned, ladies and gentlemen. And this is its official declaration.
Fuentes and America First are going to be destroyed. You understand? I promise to God on the lives of my children and on my own life, Nick Fuentes and America First will be destroyed. Amnesty on you know what? Mike Enoch, everybody. Amnesty on everybody. Complete amnesty. NJP, Radbot, Gator.
Even Gator!
I mean everybody. Everybody. They must be destroyed!
What a fucking That's how it's done. Kino Dogma 2007 right there in a nutshell. They must be destroyed. Every last one of them must burn in hell. Nick, his collaborators, the pedophiles he calls friends, all of them must be destroyed. They must burn. Fiery, fiery, fiery fates await them in the fires of hell. Time has come for judgment. Time has come for judgment to be wrought. Total A-log amnesty, even for Gator. Because there's a greater evil at play. It's time to kill them all. Figuratively. With words and means. But they can't be allowed to continue. The Mexican child leader of the white race isn't leading anyone to their salvation. It's leading young boys to the DMs of a pedophile known as Ali Alexander. There's only one movement, and that's a movement of entrapment. A movement of molestation. A movement of very saucy behavior. Let's be honest. Nick Fuentes is evil. Those that are on his side are evil. Those that don't snake now, your fate awaits you. And trust me, that fate ain't gonna be great. You're gonna die horrifically. Because war is here. It's come. There's one target. The rest of you will be allowed to live. But really, there's one target. Nick Fuentes. We are coming. Okay. So, we power through. Who wants to take a tour? A random diversion into the habitat of Cog. Jobless Johnny himself. Let's begin. Because, like we said, some people haven't yielded to the Ralphenreich. And those that don't yield will be shamed and destroyed and crushed underfoot. The first victim of that is Jobless Johnny. I'm crushing you underfoot right here. Jobless Johnny, this is your life, sir.
Welcome to the Cribs edition of my absolute shithole. I have no idea if anyone's live with me right now. We're about to go in the door.
Why would he show this?
Why would you do this, Cog? Why would you show this, Cog?
Have a look at this. So we start off with my awful front door as we come in here.
Look at that. Fucking filthy. Why would he show this? Even Ralph is in disbelief. That is despicable. And he's not even stepped through the front door yet.
Welcome to the Batcave shitty mat. Now, this is now Blackberry.
He's just said that the Batcave mat has got shit all over it. And you know what? I don't doubt it. I reckon it stinks. But as we make our tour through the living space of Cog, we see all this shit adorning the floor. I think there's like fag butts on the floor. Man lives like a fucking filthy pig. Even Ralph is back. That's a lip curled in disgust. That's a lip sort of doing this in disgust, like a. That's a lip curl of genuine disgust. That's how he lives, folks.
And it's decided to get covered in shit over time.
He's just had the dog shit all over the floor, and over time it's gotten more and more covered in shit. Well, you know what, Cog? Why don't you pick it up? Pick it up? Or better yet, don't allow the dog inside to shit all over the carpet. Is it just me?
Okay, we need to take that water as well. Okay, here we come to the boring,
Look at this. This is his kitchen.
This shit estate as well, but it wasn't any better.
It's like MTV Cribs.
You just can't get it in the corner of this shit. It's always.
You see the rat dropping? You see this? What the fuck, Cog?
Underneath the fridge. Oh, it's got disgusting under there. I don't even want to talk about it. Are they cobwebs? Oh my god, it's awful.
Cobwebs.
Awful.
Dust,
Oh,
Cog.
shit. Do we need to take the toaster? I can't remember. I'm sure we've got pop shots, but we'll get a new toaster. Steamer, we're going to leave that behind as well. Why not? Mini oven? Never quite had an oven in here.
Just leave your shit behind. That's not how you're supposed to leave a house.
It's not how you're supposed to leave a house. Damn right, Ruff.
I mean, like living off these little campfire thingies. That's right.
He's living off a camping stove. Cog is living off a camping stove. He doesn't have an actual oven, so he's living off a camping stove. Well, I'm sorry, Cog. The heat you need to bring to Ralph to bring him underfoot needs to be a bit hotter than what a camping stove gives off, my friend. Those camping stove flames just ain't gonna cut it in the Ralphenreich, sir.
Didn't even have an oven. Oh my god. Like shit, how does chat work?
I have an oven in Mexico. What the
Even Ralph's got an oven. Who doesn't? Who doesn't have an oven? Who is literally cooking their meals on a camping stove? In the space year 2023. Like, this is primordial to me. You know what? So my phone, I can like press an app and it like makes things for me in the oven. Is this like Star Trek technology to Cog? For a camping stove, don't you have to literally kindle the flint itself? With like leaves and a stick? I can't imagine.
looking at Shani for Christ and I'm saying, hold my fucking beer, bro, while I show you all of this shit. I'm going to leave all of the... Oh, shit, actually, I might take those calculus, actually. Might take these. Oh, we've got some calculus there. Definitely taken out. There we go. Make sure they're going with us. Beautiful stuff.
God damn.
Can't be asked for the whey protein, I'll buy more. Can't be asked for the bull powder shit, I'll buy
I'm sure you were using
fucking
that a lot.
more.
Yeah.
There with the walls.
Hasn't been sat there for 7 years.
It's been sat there for 7 years.
I'm gonna leave the juicer. I'm gonna leave a fucking shit ton of cacao powder and
Just
loads of
leaving
truffle
his
there and
shit
stuff
there.
like that. And yeah, just
What are you doing, Cog?
White N-word is Sargon
Alright, we
said.
go through to the living room. which
That's
is-
his living room. Do you reckon he's doing much living in that room? That ain't living, Cog. That's existing. You're living that cockroach life, Cog.
This is the bit where I roll
All
around.
your wank napkins and roll-ups just over the floor. That carpet, by the way, was cream white when he moved in. Unfortunately, a dog and probably himself have shit all over it in the meantime. And the rats have been allowed to make hay. Ralph's lip is fully curled in disgust.
God, it looks awful. But then again, that's because I painted it with this awful black paint. that
Why
I-
would he do
I didn't
this?
Finish the job. That's what it looks like underneath. All right, and that was underneath all this black when I moved in. It's still technically everywhere.
So look, it's black now. He's just shown you the original colour. Now it's black.
It is a
Painted
shit
over
over
the
there.
trash.
That's just
I mean, that is like a literal shit stain on the wall. Does he use toilet paper or does he just wipe his arse on the wall? Like a bear. Is that what he's doing? Jungle booking the walls? Is it the bare necessities for Cog? Those simple bare necessities of life? The wall wipe, trademarked.
kind of how it is. This is the backdrop that you always saw. It's just crap I shoved into the corner.
Jeez.
They are going to do a tidy up when they get here. I
I
don't give a
bet
fuck.
they will.
I bet they'll fucking tidy it up. They'll cleanse it with fire. Juanita's gonna need a fucking bucket of flame to clean this one. Stronger flames than that camping stove you're cooking your meals on, Cock. Holy shit. Once more, for good measure. You don't yield to the Ralphenreich, you'll be crushed underfoot with no survivors.
We're gonna burn this fucker to the ground. I promise to God. I promise to God on the lives of my children, Nick Fuentes and America First are going to be destroyed. You understand?
I understand.
I promise to God on the lives of my children and on my own life, Nick Fuentes and America First will be destroyed. Amnesty on, you know what? Mike Enoch, everybody. Amnesty on everybody. Complete amnesty. NJP, Randbot, Gator, I don't give a fuck. I mean everybody. Everybody. They must be destroyed.
Sorry, Nick! My arrival
Trooper destruction.
is imminent.
To those who would moralize, I see some
Alright,
long
that's
distance
enough of
voices in
that
chat. You have to realize
shaky-voiced faggot.
that if you're not laughing, you're in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong place. Alright, so this is a weird bit. So obviously the attack dog was Ralph. The attack dog has gone back to being Beardson, but he's an old dog with no new tricks. And this is the attack dog himself, attempting to follow Nick's orders and try and save the movement from the Ralphenreich.
Oh, dude, if they're bushed up, I'm definitely in.
Like, please, man, can I have a sniff of that Gucci, please?
Are you gonna spare my life if I invite you to the bar?
Dude, yeah, I'll spare your life. But I do legitimately love this dog more than anything else. Everybody. I'm not an incel because I love this dog. You know,
It's a fucking chihuahua, by the way.
I love this dog.
It's all he's got left. His wife of 13 years, by the way, went off with the nearest black man and wasn't seen since. And he's going to Kingpin 2 and crying all about it. He'd still take her back. He'd still take her back after she's been ran through by Tyrone many, many times. He'd still have it back. He'd still take her back, folks. And he cries himself to sleep every night whilst he holds that poor chihuahua. Beardson's life. Old Yeller.
Never not love this
You are
dog.
getting brave. Ain't you knows?
Oh, dude,
He'll never not love that dog. Here's hoping that dog runs off with the nearest black bull. And steals it from him. So obviously, we did see that Leafy was kind of sweeping it for Fuentes during his game of favourites that night on that turn-based JRPG where he was mediating. He wouldn't allow Ralph to come on the call. We saw that he was sort of playing favourites. Well, Leafy, in the Ralph and Reich, he also gets his just desserts as well.
Hey, what's up, Leafy? Why did you spread your asshole and send it to another man?
He's not busy now, okay? I never sent my asshole to another man. Why do you have pictures of my
Well, it's all over the internet. It's all over the internet right now, dude. I mean, everybody can see it. He muted me. What's up, Leafy? Why did you spread your asshole and send it to another man?
I never sent my asshole to another man. Why do you have pictures of my dick on your computer?
Bodied right now. Bodied! Bodied! Bodied!
Which one should I call now?
Bodied! Bodied! Got him! You saw I wasn't gonna wait a second time, motherfucker! Hey, what's up, Leafy? Why did you spread your asshole and send it to another man?
He's not busy.
Why'd you spread your asshole and send it to another man, Leafy? We've all seen the incriminating images. And instead of providing the answers we needed to move on, you muted Ralph and got yourself a bodied. Your throat is slit and you're gargling on your own blood. And to celebrate that moment, this is for you, Leafy. How's it happening now, Leafy?
If you're working with the pedo called America First, we're gonna burn you to the fucking ground. iDubbbz was right. iDubbbz won. Ralph won. America First fucking lost again tonight. You've been taking a lot of L's this week, motherfuckers. I wonder why. Alright, now let's continue. Whew. Okay. 40-59, you ready? I got a little into that one. Alright, 40-59, let's continue.
All right. So, we are still powering through the existing status quo. All you have to do is yield. There's no victory in holding the line here. You'll burn if you don't. You'll lose it all if you don't. A man who's lost it all is Old Yeller. Old Yeller's lost it all. Here's Old Yeller on Omegle with underage kids. Why hasn't he skipped yet? The underage kid asks him.
Why are you doing this? Hello? Y'all, why are you showing 30. Why haven't you skipped yet? It's gross. Why haven't you skipped yet? You're like wanting to
Why haven't you skipped yet?
Then skip. No. Why are you doing this?
Come on, Old Yeller.
Hello?
Why are you on Omegle?
Y'all, why are you showing
Doing streams with kids and not skipping.
Why haven't you skipped yet? It's gross. Why haven't you skipped yet? You're like wanting to see them. No, I don't. Then skip. No. Why are you doing this? Hello? Y'all, why are you showing 30. Why haven't you skipped yet? It's gross. Why haven't you skipped yet? You're like wanting to see them. No, I don't. Then
Tough. So we are nearly towards our end, but it wouldn't be apt if we didn't also show you what currently old. Bear with me, we have something lined up for this. If we didn't show you what our old friend is up to, he's flipped and changed his sides. He's one of the only ones really that has lost it all in terms of dignity, in terms of clout, in terms of everything. But what he hasn't lost is his VIP seat living in his mom's house. Because Teddy has become a #1 loyal capo to the Catboy Führer himself. All those years, Teddy. All those years just wasted. I guess it's nothing new to you. 40 years old, living in his mom's house. But now, his life existence is validated by that of Nick Fuentes. And so he's going to sweep up his crimes every time they come in the chat. His one viewer chat. And you still not even got a cozy channel yet, Teddy. How hard will you have to lick the boot, my friend? How vociferously will you have to lick that boot until you finally get the cozy channel, bro? So, this is Teddy sweeping it. There's Teddy there, look, and he's sweeping it.
Hey, tell him I say he's a fucking pussy. Okay, who's the person that you want me to...
I want me.
No, who's
Me.
the other
That's
person?
what I want.
The Black Swan person? Who is it?
Oh, well, he won't come on the air.
So as you can see, Teddy's watching the Ralph, Leafy, Fuentes, Jaden thing.
Okay,
he's a quote-unquote ex-homosexual, by the way. I don't know how you can...
But he's sweeping it in his chat.
He claims to be an ex-homosexual.
He's sweeping any of Ralph's, talking points. He's thinking, how can I do this? How can I shamelessly do this?
Apparently, the person that works for you named Black Swan is an ex-homosexual that,
Okay, I just want to get to the part where Ralph called.
Yeah, I want to skip over. I want to skip over Ralph naming them and exposing Cozy as pedophiles. He wants to skip over that.
Sorry, I actually kind of get it in some sense.
Teddy computing this.
Good goddamn reason why he's not ever even gonna have a child because he's too busy fucking men. So you know.
Even he's laughing. Even he gets it.
And there's a good.
But he has to stay loyal to Nick now.
Because he knows I'll fuck his ass up.
Ashley Larry says, why are you ignoring Nick lying about Black Swan? I'm not ignoring that. He's, obviously he's lying about Black Swan. Obviously he knows who Black Swan is. But like I've said several times now, he doesn't need to...
Yeah, come on, compute this, Teddy.
To answer
or that here.
Figure it out, bro.
Leafy does not know who Black Swan is. Leafy doesn't care who Black Swan is. The audience doesn't know or care who Black Swan is. So the only thing that Nick has to do in order to like maintain an optical dub here is just like strongman and say like, I have no idea what these idiots are talking about. That's all this is.
What a sweep.
They can
What a
say
sweep.
as much as they want to. They could say, "Oh, but he lied." Okay, well, there's a lot of
That is
lies.
that is a sweep and a half, folks. That is sweet. All right. So we are powering through. I just wanted to throw this one in. JF did a stream on the two main characters, bringing down Cozy TV and the movement. Even JF gets it. Even JF understands that it's no longer a filler arc and the main characters are in play. Finally, the pedophiles are being named. Finally, the main characters are in play. Main characters in play. All right, so I think I'm pretty much done. All right, now I wanted to show you this. So you know we showed you Nick's liking of that Catboy Tranny's tweet back in the day. Well, here's Nick confronted with them, and here's Nick doing a Feezer-esque sweeping of events.
Girl Twitter account, including
now,
her feet.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
It was a joke, guys.
I literally posted it.
That wank was just a joke, guys.
Because it was a joke.
That wank and subsequent wanks were subsequent jokes.
They were actually trans or he, she, whatever. I thought that the trans thing was a running joke.
It was just a joke, guys.
God. I thought the trans thing was a running joke and that he was being sarcastic. And then I found out that it wasn't a joke. And then I said, okay, you're a freak. You need to get help.
But he didn't unlike the tweet. And as he scratches his head...
You know, you just can't win. You can't win.
Look at him following all of this shit, by the way. He didn't know. He had no idea.
Him complimenting comedian BG Cumby's body.
Before I went live, you had 999 followers on... What is going on? Oh, boy. I saw you were at $9.99 on Twitter. You're about to get the patented Fuentes bump on Twitter. So you got a good Fuentes bump means you retweet someone and then they get more engagement.
The Fuentes bump.
It's not innuendo. It's not sexual innuendo. Fuentes
He's just complimented his physique, by the way.
I retweet you, and then you get everyone knows that. Beardson calls it the Beardson bump. Zeke, I will say, I watched your video where you defended Amy Schumer. And I was like, I thought you were just ironic, but you actually had a good physique. And I was like, what? Like, there was a dissonance about that. Because usually you look at a Sam Hyde, you look at these other characters, and it's a little bit sloppy. But I will say, I do appreciate the physique. By the way, are you Catholic?
Are you Catholic? He appreciates the physique, by the way. Are you Catholic? So, I am pretty much where I need to be. So, also, in the wake of me and Ralph being showed from Cozy, Marco Alberto was showed from Cozy, and Big Tech, old Big Tech, got showed from Cozy as well. Now, Big Tech did not, in fact, brutalize his own children. There are not, in fact, court papers of Big Tech's crimes towards his own family and towards his own children. Big Tech does not, in fact, live in a trailer behind his parents' house. Big Tech is none of those things. It was all a fiction, a lie. It was all concocted for drama and entertainment. Big Tech is in fact a righteous king, a good family man, a hero. Big Tech might even be the greatest person who's ever walked this earth. Because Big Tech gets it. Big Tech understands that we're now under the rule of Ralph. The kill stream is back on top, and the hierarchy has been re-established. Big Tech understands it. And for that understanding, Big Tech is now a king who didn't do nothing wrong. Big Tech didn't do nothing. Big Tech is absolved of all sins.
That's the question that they're all going to ask me. How can you be such a bitch? Suck up to Ralph after you doxed your kids. I was already over it, by the way. It didn't hurt, but my kids didn't get hurt. It was more a bad look for Ralph than it was actually something that hurt me. And that's the actual history. And it had no effect because it didn't really hurt. He showed my beautiful ex-wife and my beautiful children. But he did that to you, though. He tried to go dirty on you. Don't you hate him forever? Well, here's the deal. He wasn't mad at me for anything. He was only doing that because that's what Nick wanted.
That's right! It's what Nick wanted.
The Wurzel root, they were saying that I was attacking Nick when I wasn't really, but I was.
Big Tech gets it. He understands it.
Stand with those fucking faggots who hate me and defend them against that whole thing? Fuck them. Fuck them. I hope everybody enjoys the choices they made, because you just lost me. Catholics are retarded. I hope AF burns to the ground. If there's another rally, it should be humiliated every single time. Everybody should be ashamed to go to any type of AF event.
That's why Big Tech is a king now. And actually, he always was a king. Because Big Tech understands the game. He gets it. He figures it out. And what Nick has lost now are the 3 biggest straws on his website. Nick has literally lost Ralph, Godwinson, and Big Tech. To the point where we're now at Ryan Dawson alt-hype the pedophile. The gay, I should say. Same difference. He's now the biggest draw on that website. Alt-hype. He's the biggest. Alternative Hypothesis, you may remember him from being outed during IBS as a homosexual. An autistic homosexual at that. He is now the main draw of Cozy TV. It is done. It is finished. The turkey has been in the oven for far too long. It's cremated now. It's blackened. It's soot. It's alt-hype now. But let's explore Big Tech's disavowal even further. So we did allude to the fact that there was a victor's table, the winner's table, and some people chose not to take their seat, but the righteous chose to accept and acknowledge the Ralph and Right for what it is.
And Jaden's here, but that was...
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Jaden?
While we get the special...
Suddenly not so sleepy, AJ.
What did you think of the day's events?
We won. It was, also Big Tech. I'm hearing that you, I wasn't listening, but I'm hearing you officially are leaving. Is that true? You've left the cult?
It's over, dude. It's
Let's
over.
fucking go! So, let me ask you this. This is our first time ever speaking, by the way. Let me ask, Big Tech, can we do the weekly bean now? Can we make this happen or what?
So this was why they snaked Jaden, by the way. Because Jaden sat at the victor's table and set up shows with the victors themselves. Therefore, Jaden must be snaked and thrown to the wolves whilst we seethe here and play Final Fantasy 16.
And you? Yeah, we gotta make it happen. I mean, last week, a few days ago,
I hadn't even thought of that. You're actually right. Yeah, I pitched that to RPG, and he slapped my hand away, too. What a fool. I'll do it with you.
Now go ahead.
Okay, now I think I have it.
You do.
but I've just come to say that I'm very pleased to
The
see
victor's seat.
the rightful monarch of the dissident right.
Ralph has become the destroyer of worlds.
Properly enthroned and crowned in the position he belongs.
Mental Milo.
And I'm very happy for you. This is exactly where you ought to be. The pretender has been displaced, humiliated, and rejected by the people, and I'm sure there's lots more of that to come. But I just wanted to offer a Christian but non-Catholic prayer, so we don't annoy big tech too much. Of thanks and welcome the dissident rights, rightful monarch, His Holiness Emperor Ralph I. Welcome. Thank you.
I appreciate that. You're gonna do the prayer.
Heavenly Father, we appeal to you in a Christian but not strictly Catholic way today, so it's not to irritate our new friend Big Tech, that you may welcome and embolden and allow to flourish your subject and our king, the Emperor Ralph I, rightful leader and monarch of the dissident right.
Aren't we all on speed,
To the
Cobra?
position he has always been. And we ask you for the humility and grace and charity to treat our enemies more generously and more kindly than they would have treated us. But we're still going to give Nick a really hard time for maybe 6 months. Thank you, everybody. God bless, and I hope to see you all soon.
God bless you as well, Milo. I appreciate that, sir.
Amen.
Amen.
A fucking man. The Lord's Prayer. At the victor's table. Jaden and Big Tech and Milo and Ralph. Now, I think I'm exactly where I need to be for my grand finale. I am. Okay, fantastic. So, with this... Okay. Nick is an evil, petty tyrant who must be destroyed. For the good of nationalist politics worldwide, for real. His organization, America First, is the most hypocritical and harmful in existence. They went from optics first to literally hailing Hitler and calling for violent holy war against Jews. They are the single biggest to give Zionist power in this generation. They have doxed and harmed countless people, turned on their allies, and committed fraud, all many various varieties of it. And I was there to see it from the inside. Fuentes himself personally protected a pedophile and even tried to intimidate witnesses against coming forward. He is an astroturfed fraud who is the biggest gift to the establishment currently in existence. It's total Groiper destruction. Stay tuned for part 3. Where can this possibly go next? Who'll die first? I'll just leave you with this.
So that's where that's going to go. Ralph's going to keep going, doing his own thing, tearing into him because viewers' money up. People are actually positive about him in some ways. So he'll keep that going.
Ralph really needs, and if he's listening,
He needs a bomb.
No, he needs Godwinson to stream with him every day. Godwinson needs to be the unpaid Killstream co-host. And just put in that work every day for Ralph, carry Ralph's show, wipe Ralph's bum for him, make Ralph money, be Ralph's bitch, sweep it up for Ralph. And if Godwinson does that, then maybe Ralph has a chance to not be homeless. But I really doubt it. Because Godwinson is going to be lower than Gator so fast. Because, Ralph is going to be spiraling into, a drunken abyss within 2 weeks' time. Just 2 more weeks, trust the plan. Or less, honestly. And Godwinson's going to be stuck there with his dick in his hand. And he's going to bail. Because he doesn't want to be fucking the next Gator. He doesn't want to have to. But that's what he has to do. He has to sit there and fucking wipe Ralph's ass for him, lick the shit from his gun crease, do whatever he's told, and then hopefully Ralph can figure it out in Felt AF. But they're going to have to come together, stream together every day. He has to fire, I don't even know, Discount Cog, and bring in Godwinson.
I have half an hour of it from a theory.
After all we've been through, after all that has happened, after the wars and campaigns that we fought together, after everything, I have only one thing to say to you. After all of that, I have only these words to give. My fallen friend.
Oh, Ashton, you in trouble now, boy. Here's a song from all your old friends. Just for you, buddy. You earned it. Here goes. Obi's fuck. You don't see the writing on the wall. Seething hard. You're eating more and more. You've lost it all. But maybe sometime, if you feel the pain, you'll find you're all alone. Everything has changed. Dad got blacked. Then there's Uncle Norman, he's a fed. Seething on. Your catfish is called Snacks and she's a dude. You know that in some ways you're much worse than me. You're just a grifting will, and your name's PPP. Ashton displayed his anus, spread his cheeks and showed his hole. You got eliminated and look like a fat dog. Gonna be a blob in motion. All he needs is a pair of heels. Going back to the frozen cabin, fat caterpillar. Ooh. Open up. All I know is that it's not, And he killed his kid. Succubus. Order of the 9 angles, my God. He can't hide the scene. Oh no, he can't. Dad broke the boy in him. And we'll break the mail. Ashton displayed his anus, spread his cheeks and showed his hole. You got eliminated and looked like a fat dyke. Gonna be a blob in motion. All he needs is a pair of heels. Going back to the frozen cabin, fat caterpillar. Turned his back on all his friends. You can say it is what it is. He's become the fat caterpillar from Bug's Life, baby. From Bug's Life, baby.
For once in his life, a man has his time. Well, my time is now. I'm coming alive.
Can't face the music, baby. My toast is getting high. Feel like a tart again. I wish I could die. Gonna be a blob in motion. All he needs is a pair of heels. Going back to the frozen cabin. Fat caterpillar. Ashton displayed his anus. Spread his cheeks and showed his hole. You got laminated and looked like a fat dye. Gonna be a blob in motion. All he needs is a pair of heels. Going back to the frozen cabin. Fat caterpillar. Ashton, you think you're best friends. You can say it is what it is. You can put the bird, the bird, the
All right. So that is the show. That is the end of the show officially. So you can all fuck off and go elsewhere. We can take call-ins, but I need to get a glass of water. So, as ever, the number to call is here, is this. So by all means, you have your chance. The sector speaks. There you go. That's the number. I'll be back in like 2 moments after I've had a glass of water. And if there are callers, you will be heard. If there are not, then it's the end. Juice. We have had no callers, so it is the end of the show. We will see you on episode 3 for more craziness. What will happen next in the sector? Perfect jumping on point, by the way. All is anew again. Everything's fresh and real this time. All right, Juice.